How has the world of geopolitics transformed in the last decade? What are the key milestones that have etched our current reality? Let's take a longer pause to delve into the dynamic world stage over the last 10 years, a stage marked by relentless change. The geopolitical landscape has undergone a seismic shift, with the pendulum of power oscillating and redefining itself. This has been a decade marked by the commanding rise of emerging economies like India and Brazil, the assertive resurgence of established powers, and the labyrinthine game of diplomatic relations. In this intricate world theater, the lines between friend and foe are often smudged, and alliances ebb and flow as unpredictably as the currents of international politics. China, with its ambitious Belt and Road Initiative, Russia flexing its muscle, the United States grappling with its own internal struggles, and the European Union striving to maintain cohesion, have been key players in this geopolitical drama, each with their own grand narrative of ambitions, strategies, and fears. Their actions and interactions have not just set the tone for international relations, but have also been the linchpins, shaping the trajectory of global events. One of the most significant plot twists has been the escalating tension between these major powers. The shadow of Cold War-era dynamics has reappeared, with the United States and Russia ensnared in a series of confrontations over various issues like Syria and cyber warfare, and China asserting its dominance in the Asia-Pacific region, particularly in the South China Sea. These tensions have led to strategic chess moves, with each power trying to outmaneuver the other. Sanctions, trade wars, and military posturing have become the norm in this high-stakes geopolitical game. But amidst this tension, there has also been the glimmer of cooperation and dialogue, a reminder that the art of diplomacy still holds a pivotal role in global politics. The European Union, meanwhile, has been navigating its own turbulent waters. Brexit, the refugee crisis, and the surge of populism, to name a few. These issues have not only tested the unity and resilience of this bloc, but have also instigated a critical reassessment of its role and relevance in the evolving world order. Our journey begins with an article penned by then Vice President Joe Biden in 2016, a prescient piece that would predict many of his future policies. This article, a nuanced exploration of the challenges of U.S. foreign policy, particularly towards Russia, would later become the bedrock for Biden's approach towards geopolitics. But that's a story for our next act. In August 2016, Vice President Biden authored a comprehensive and progressive article in Foreign Affairs. Within it, he tackled the complexities of U.S. foreign policy, focusing on the issues surrounding Russia's annexation of Crimea and their hostility in Ukraine. Biden's approach to these geopolitical shifts involved a nuanced understanding of global dynamics. Rather than proposing a blanket solution, he advocated for a strategy that was flexible and reactive, changing as per the nuances of global politics. Central to his perspective was the policy of deterrence. This concept discourages certain actions or events by instilling a sense of fear regarding potential consequences. In the context of Russia's aggressive maneuvers, Biden stressed the need for a resilient stance. This stance was meant to send a firm message to not only Russia, but the entire international community, that unprovoked aggression would not go unnoticed or unaddressed. Yet, Biden's strategy was not one-dimensional. He also emphasized the significance of tactical cooperation. This principle acknowledges that despite differences and conflicts, there are domains where nations can and should collaborate. Stability comes into play here, maintaining a balance of power and minimizing the chances of conflict. Biden suggested that even with the most challenging of nations, a diplomatic balance can be attained. But Biden's vision extended far beyond diplomacy and conflict management. He strongly advocated for bolstering the roles of two significant international organizations, NATO and the European Union. He viewed these institutions as monumental figures in preserving global stability. By urging European countries to invest more in defense and diversify their energy supplies, Biden asserted that these organizations could gain even more influence and power. In his article, Biden unveiled his strategy for the future, merging elements of deterrence, cooperation, strategic stability, and fortifying international organizations. It was a strategy that would not only respond to the current challenges but also anticipate and prepare for those that lie ahead. Biden's 2016 words were not just political rhetoric. They went on to shape his approach during his presidency. His article was a prescient reflection of his thoughts and a forecast of his future actions, offering us an insight into the mind of a leader gearing up to steer through the complicated path of geopolitics. Rewinding to 2021, President Biden enacted a significant change by lengthening the New START agreement until 2026. This crucial reverberates his standpoint from 5 years prior, a perception that stressed collaboration with Russia when there were common beneficial interests at stake. Delving deeper into the New START agreement, otherwise known as the New Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, this is a vital piece of international legislation. This treaty, a diplomatic accord between the United States and Russia, establishes a limit on the number of strategic nuclear weapons each nation can possess. The agreement's primary objective is to curtail the risk of nuclear warfare, thus fostering a global sense of security. By stretching the New START agreement's timeline, President Biden has unequivocally communicated his dedication to the control of nuclear arms. This step is in perfect harmony with his 2016 stance, wherein he championed a policy of deterrence coupled with strategic stability. This fine equilibrium is indeed a delicate act, but one that's indispensable to maneuver the intricate maze of international diplomacy. So what are the ramifications of this extension for nuclear arms control? Indeed, it's considerable stride forward. This implies that for the forthcoming 5 years, the United States and Russia are pledged to maintaining a cap on their nuclear stockpiles. This is a noteworthy accomplishment, particularly taking into account the frequent strains that endure between these two superpowers. This extension serves as a testament to the potency of diplomacy and negotiation. Furthermore, the extension of the New START agreement carries more extensive implications. It transmits a message to the world that nuclear arms control continues to be an urgent matter. It's an unambiguous sign that despite fluctuations in the global landscape, the objective of reducing the risk nuclear warfare remains supreme. The protraction of the New START treaty not only manifested Biden's commitment to his 2016 perspectives but also reasserted the significance of nuclear arms control in our prevailing geopolitical panorama. It's a prompt that even amidst geopolitical tensions and disagreements, collaboration and mutual understanding can still be achieved when the stakes are high. The voyage from 2016 to 2021 is teeming with significant milestones and well-planned decisions. As we rewind the tape, the evolution of Biden's foreign policy approach becomes evident. A harmonious symphony of deterrence, cooperation, and strategic stability. To refresh our memory, let's time travel back to 2016, when Biden, the vice president of the time, penned an influential article in Foreign Affairs. His advice was a policy of deterrence harmoniously paired with tactical cooperation. This visionary perspective was a direct response to Russia's annexation of Crimea and its aggressive posture in Ukraine. Zooming to the present, we see these principles as the pillars of his presidency, influencing his decisions and shaping his strategies on the global chessboard. His staunch belief in the value of solidifying NATO, the European Union, emerges as another cornerstone of his approach. He remains a fervent advocate of European nations amplifying their defense spending and diversifying their energy resources, a viewpoint he continues to uphold during his presidency. Let's elucidate a crucial component of Biden's policy, the New START agreement extension. This pact, first illuminated in Biden's 2016 article, saw an extension until 2026 during his presidential term. This extension is not a mere symbol of his commitment to nuclear arms control, but also a lucid demonstration of his belief in cooperation where interests intersect. The extension of the New START agreement highlights the priority of nuclear arms control on the Biden administration's agenda. It also exhibits his adept ability to strike a balance between strength and cooperation, proving these two can coexist without one overpowering the other. When dissecting Biden's approach to geopolitics, it emerges as an intricate ballet of power and diplomacy, of deterrence and cooperation. It stands as a testament to his understanding that strength does not always equate to conflict, and that cooperation does not necessarily denote weakness. His actions and policies reverberate his belief in a well-adjusted approach to geopolitics, rooted in both might and cooperation. As we sail further into the waters of global politics, it's imperative to retain these lessons. World of geopolitics is akin to an ever-changing chessboard, and understanding the dynamics of the moves is the key to staying a move ahead. So, what do you think about the evolution of geopolitics from 2016 to 2021? We've journeyed through the shifting landscapes of global affairs, dissected the blueprint that outlines the future, and extracted key insights from the seemingly intricate issues. Let's dig a bit deeper. The world of geopolitics isn't just about the decisions made behind doors of cabinet rooms or the treaties signed in opulent halls. It's about the repercussions that these decisions have on the everyday lives of individuals like you and me. Consider the policies implemented by world leaders that can essentially dictate the cost of the food we eat, the fuel we consume, and even the peace and security we enjoy. Furthermore, a topic that's been on the tip of tongues recently, Biden's approach to nuclear deterrence and European geopolitics. Is it sustainable? There's much to discuss here. From his attempt to strike a balance between military might and promoting diplomatic dialogue, to his stance on NATO and the European Union, the implications of his policies could shape the geopolitics of the future. Now let's turn to an equally significant aspect: community engagement. The power of collective insight can't be overstated. Let's foster a community where we not only learn from others, but share our insights and expand our understanding of these intricate issues. Engagement isn't just the key to growth and understanding, it's the cornerstone of a progressive society. So I urge you to contribute your thoughts, your opinions, your ideas. Let's fuel the conversation and cultivate an environment where everyone feels validated and where we can all acquire something new. In closing, I'd like to stress that this platform thrives on your backing. If you found this video enlightening and crave more content of this nature, please do us a favor. Hit the like button, subscribe, and disseminate this video among your circle. And if you're feeling exceptionally generous, think about supporting this channel by buying us a cup of coffee. The link is in the description below. Your support enables us to generate more content, traverse more topics, and facilitate more discussions. And in return, we pledge to keep delivering content that stimulates your curiosity and broadens your horizon. Remember, your voice matters. Please like, subscribe, and don't forget to support this channel by buying a cup of coffee. Links are in the description. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning. As we look towards the future, the 2024 elections loom large on the horizon. With potential candidates beginning to emerge, we're starting to get a glimpse of their stances on key geopolitical issues. From climate change to nuclear disarmament, trade policies to international alliances, the views of these potential leaders will play a pivotal role in not just shaping their respective countries, but the world at large. Now let's not forget the implications of the election results on international relations and global stability. The leadership of major powers, such as the United States, China, and Russia, has a ripple effect across the globe. The policies enacted by these leaders can either foster cooperation and peace, or deepen divisions and spark conflicts. In the case of the United States, the role it plays in shaping the geopolitical landscape post-2024 is of paramount importance. With its military presence around the world, its economic influence, and its diplomatic reach, the decisions made in the Oval Office reverberate far and wide. The 2024 elections will undoubtedly have a significant impact on geopolitics, and it's crucial to stay informed and engaged. So, as we gear up for the elections, let's continue to delve into these issues, dissect the potential implications, and foster a community of informed and engaged citizens. Stay tuned as we unravel the complexities of geopolitics, one video at a time. Following our discussion on the impending 2024 elections, let's delve deeper into the potential outcomes and their implications on the geopolitical landscape. The elections could bring about significant changes, depending on who emerges victorious. If President Biden is re-elected, we can expect a continuation of his current policies. There will likely be a strengthening of alliances such as NATO and the European Union. A Biden administration would also likely continue to emphasize nuclear arms control, working towards a world free from the threat of nuclear warfare. On the other hand, should former President Trump return to office, we may see a shift in policies. His first term in office saw a shakeup in international relations, with a more protectionist stance and a focus on America first. A second Trump term could see a reassessment of the role of NATO and the European Union, potentially leading to changes in the dynamics of these alliances. However, these are just possibilities based on past actions and campaign promises. Politics is an ever-changing field, and unforeseen events can drastically alter the course of action. But one thing is certain, no matter the outcome, the 2024 elections will undoubtedly have a profound impact on geopolitics. Stay tuned as we continue to analyze these developments and their potential implications in our upcoming segments.